Okay, final exam review. So, do you have a preference on 3 or 4? All right, so let's just take a look at 3. When you have absolute value inequalities, the most common mistake is that kids don't remember how to solve it. There's 2 things they have to do. Well, okay, let's back up. The steps are, step 1, get the absolute value alone. It already is, okay? So I don't have to do that. But if there was like, a number that I had to add to the other side or whatever, you want the absolute value all by itself on one side of the inequality. Okay, I've got that. Step 2, you rewrite it twice, and that's what everybody forgets to do. You have to rewrite it exactly as it is without the bars, negative 2b minus 1 greater than 17, and then the second time you rewrite it, do you remember what you changed? You leave that the same. It's still negative 2b minus 1, but now you flip the inequality symbol, and you make that number negative. So now I have these 2 inequalities that are kind of on their own. Now I just solve each one separately. So I add 1, add 1. Don't forget, if I multiply or divide by a negative like I'm about to do, what happens? Remember, you got to flip that symbol over if you multiply or divide both sides by a negative number. So that becomes that, and then I do the same thing over here. I just solve it like it's its own problem. Again, I'm dividing by a negative, so that flips over. So now you get to here, and now you ask yourself if this is an and or an or. You say, okay, are there numbers that are less than negative 9 that are also greater than 8? Are there numbers that exist that work for both? That are less than negative 9 and greater than 8? No, so that means that this is an or answer. Right, so when I'm looking at my 4 choices over here, I can cross off which one right away? C, because that's an and answer. So C can't possibly be right. I've got the negative 9 and the 8, so I'm pretty sure it's A. And then I just make sure that my graphs are right. Open dot at negative 9, less than. Open dot at 8, greater than. Looks good. So that's the thing with the absolute value. Almost everybody forgets that you have to do this. Rewrite it twice. Once just like you see it. Once, again, you flip that symbol over and make this side negative. Okay, give me something else. What do you got? Nicole? 11. Ah, yes, a distance problem.
Didn't you say we might not even have to do that?
Yeah, I meant to check and I forgot to. Let me check right now. I'm not totally sure that you have to worry about it. Then we'll know once and for all. I mean, we can do it, but I figure if you really don't need it. Because remember we were supposed to do distance problems and work problems, and we just did work. Who's doing anything fun this weekend besides Aladdin?
I'm going to Boston today at 1:30
Woo!
for a Special Olympics opening ceremony.
That sounds fun.
I've got something sad to do this weekend.
Oh. Don't be sad.
What?
Don't be sad.
I can't help that. We have to go to the church to set it up for my grandma's memorial service.
Oh.
And then we have to go and clean out her house. But I don't want to do that because if I go there, I just want to stay there.
It's hard.
Yeah.
Well, if you need a break, you can always study math. It'll get your mind right off things.
That's why I love school. Everybody's like, why do you love school so much? It's because it's like the only thing that's stayed in my life right now.
Yeah,
It distracts me.
good. You guys don't have to worry about the distance problem. the work problems that we did, you do have to worry about those.
Can you do one of those?
Sure.
Like the ones that were just on our test?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't have to. Actually, can you do the one where you have to figure out like the one
Was here's your test that you just took. Was it one of these that you want me to do?
I didn't know how to do the bottom one, so I just plugged them in and got them.
Okay. So let's take 21 for example. Working together, Elisa and Ashley can paint a fence in 4.44 hours. Had she done it alone, it would have taken Ashley 10 hours. Find how long it would take Elisa to do it alone. All right, so let's talk about Ashley first. Takes her 10 hours. So every hour she does 1/10 of the whole job. She does 1/10 of the whole job every hour, and she works for 4.44 hours.
That's what I did wrong. I didn't multiply it. I just,
Oh, yeah.
just set it up and then it got confusing.
This class I did 850.
Yeah. So I'll just finish this problem real quick or get as far as I can. I don't know how long it would take Elisa to do the whole job by herself, so I don't know how much she does per hour, but she also works for the 4.44 hours, and together they do one job. That's my equation. All I gotta do is solve it.